Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick. Indiana once again charging ahead to grab a piece of the electric vehicle battery pie. Larry Bird, he helped put Terre Haute on the map in the 1970s, and now the city is buzzing about a massive development coming to the Wabash Valley. Oregon-based battery component maker Entek planning to set up shop at the old Pfizer campus in Terre Haute. It's a $1.5 billion investment expected to create more than 640 new jobs, a big spark to a region that through the years has pursued but hasn't really landed a big mega deal like this. For more on what drew Entek to Vigo County and how the region stacks up in terms of having enough workers ready to fill those jobs, let's go to Terre Haute now and get some answers with Terre Haute Mayor Duke Bennett coming to us from his office there in downtown Terre Haute. Mayor, thanks for joining us.
Good to be here, Gary.
Hey, this deal, $1.5 billion, I was trying to, think back. Is this the biggest deal ever in the Wabash Valley economic development-wise? Certainly has to be one of the biggest.
For me, talking to other people, and just from my memory, it has to be. It's a significant one that doesn't happen very often anywhere, but,
Right.
Be able to land it here in our community, it definitely stands above anything in the past.
Yeah. Let's talk about this deal. Entek, 640 jobs, electric vehicle battery components. What sealed the deal, Mayor, do you think? What made Entek say, hey, we want to be in Terre Haute, we want to be in the Wabash Valley?
There was a couple of things they wanted to be in the Midwest. That was their primary target, which is, obviously good for all of us around here in the Midwest, but having a shovel-ready site. There's a little bit of utility work that's going to have to be done, just very small amount. The capacity's there. They thought our workforce availability was going to be what they needed, and the colleges, schools that we have here are going to be able to produce the kind of people they need to work there. So that was another fit. And I think they just really liked working with us. I mean, that always comes down to the end. Do they like working with the local community? And so I think we put on, a really good initial conversation, because if you think about this, the conversation didn't even start till October, and it closed this week. That's pretty fast for a project of this size. And so I think all those things coming together led to that.
Very quick wrap on that deal. Education, workforce. We talked with the CEO of Entek this week. Here's what he had to say about coming to Terre Haute.
We like the education system that Terre Haute, or Indiana, I should say, is offering. The vocational ed, having Ivy Tech down the street's a benefit.
Yeah, education, and Terre Haute is blessed. Indiana State, Rose-Hulman, Ivy Tech, St. Mary's. You got all those schools there, and this may be an outgrowth of that.
Yeah, and when there's always the conversations about how do you keep college kids in a community. Well, here's an opportunity for 642 jobs. Their wages are going to be about $71,000 a year. It'll give us a chance to keep some of those kids here when they do graduate.
Yeah, Mayor, everybody is struggling with workforce and talent. How are you going to get the people? Are you confident you can get those workers to fill those jobs?
You're hopeful, but it's a concern. So is housing, so is childcare. It's these same issues keep cropping up. And then when you land a big opportunity like this, you're thinking, okay, that just multiplies the problem. And so we're working on those things, but we're going to have to really move quickly in order to make this work.
Yeah. Hey, Mayor, we've only got 30 seconds, but this is the latest in a series of announcements and developments there. New convention center in downtown Terre Haute. You've got a casino that is going up. A couple of new hotels may be on the way. Do you sense this is Terre Haute's time, that the momentum is really beginning to build?
I absolutely do. It's been coming for the last few years, and it's coming to fruition. I mean, we've had there'll be over $2 billion worth of investment in private sector in the last few years.
Okay, very good. That is a Terre Haute Mayor Duke Bennett on a major announcement. I should mention, too, the CEO there at Entek said, hey, we have room for growth. There may be more growth after that. We'll keep tabs on that. Mayor, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. Well, this isn't Indiana's first rodeo when it comes to establishing its footprint in the evolving EV space. Stellantis building a $2.5 billion battery manufacturing facility in Kokomo. It's a joint venture with Samsung SDI. Meantime, New Carlisle, northern Indiana near South Bend, in the running for one of GM's massive EV battery plants, although plans on hold for that potential $2.4 billion investment. GM also putting big money into EV technology at its Marion and Bedford plants, nearly $5.5 million